Saladin was born in 1137, a time when the world was vastly different from what we know today. He was born in Tikrit, a town in present-day Iraq, which was then a bustling center of culture and trade. His Kurdish family was known for their military service, a legacy that would deeply influence his future.
From a young age, I was exposed to a life of warfare and strategy. The sounds of clashing swords and the sight of battle formations were a part of my daily life.
Saladin's early life was marked by instability, as the region was fraught with political turmoil and shifting alliances. His family moved frequently due to political upheaval, seeking safety and stability wherever they could find it. This constant movement exposed him to diverse cultures and people, enriching his understanding of the world. These experiences shaped his worldview and taught him valuable lessons in diplomacy, negotiation, and the importance of cultural exchange.
Despite the challenges, my son excelled in his studies. He was always eager to learn, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. He showed a keen interest in history, often losing himself in the tales of ancient civilizations and their achievements. Mathematics, where he would solve complex problems with ease, and religion, which provided him with a moral compass and a sense of purpose.
He was particularly drawn to the stories of past heroes and their military campaigns, dreaming of one day making his own mark on history. Little did he know that he himself was destined for greatness, a greatness that would be remembered for centuries to come. His journey from these humble beginnings to becoming a legendary figure is a testament to his resilience, intelligence, and unwavering determination. The world he was born into was one of constant change and challenge, but it was also a world ripe with opportunities for those who dared to dream. Guided by his family and mentors, Saladin honed his skills and prepared himself for the path that lay ahead. His early experiences would serve as the foundation for his future endeavors, shaping him into the leader he was destined to become. And so, from these humble beginnings, a legend was born, one whose impact would be felt across generations and whose story would inspire countless others. At the age of 14, Saladin moved to Damascus. He joined his uncle Asid, a powerful military commander. This was a turning point in his life.
He began his formal military training. Damascus was a center of learning and culture. Saladin immersed himself in military strategy, horsemanship, and swordsmanship. He studied under experienced warriors.
He quickly rose through the ranks. He became known for his courage, discipline, and tactical brilliance. He also developed a deep understanding of Islamic law and governance. This knowledge would serve him well in the years to come. Saladin wasn't just a warrior, he was a scholar in the making. Saladin's military prowess earned him recognition. His strategic mind and leadership skills were evident from a young age, and he quickly rose through the ranks of the military. His ability to inspire and lead men into battle was unparalleled, making him a formidable force on the battlefield. He participated in several campaigns, each one more challenging than the last. These campaigns were not just about expanding territory, but also about solidifying his reputation as a military genius. His tactical acumen and bravery in the face of overwhelming odds earned him the respect and loyalty of his soldiers. His victories in Egypt brought him to prominence. The battles he fought in the deserts and cities of Egypt showcased his ability to adapt to different terrains and combat situations. These victories were crucial in establishing his dominance in the region and setting the stage for his future conquests. He helped to establish the Ayyubid dynasty, a significant achievement that would have lasting impacts on the region. The dynasty he founded brought stability and prosperity to the lands under its control, and Saladin's vision for a unified Muslim world began to take shape. In 1174, Saladin became the Sultan of Egypt and Syria. This was a pivotal moment in his life, marking the beginning of his reign over a vast and diverse empire. His coronation was a grand event, symbolizing the unification of Egypt and Syria under his rule. He was a skilled administrator and a just ruler. Saladin's governance was marked by fairness and justice, earning him the admiration of his subjects. He implemented policies that promoted economic growth and social stability, ensuring that his empire thrived under his leadership. He unified a vast empire under his banner. This unification was not just a political achievement but also a cultural and religious one. Saladin's efforts to bring together different Muslim factions under a single banner were instrumental in strengthening the Muslim world against external threats. His ambition was to unite the Muslim world. Saladin's vision extended beyond his own empire. He sought to create a unified front that could stand against any adversary. His diplomatic skills and strategic alliances were key in achieving this goal. He knew that to achieve this, he would need to confront a powerful enemy, the European Crusaders who had established kingdoms in the Holy Land. The Crusaders posed a significant threat to his vision of a united Muslim world, and Saladin understood that a direct confrontation was inevitable. This set the stage for a clash of civilizations. The battles between Saladin's forces and the Crusaders were not just military conflicts but also cultural and religious ones. These clashes would shape the course of history in the region for centuries to come. Saladin's rise to power was nothing short of meteoric. From a young military leader to the sultan of a vast empire, his journey was marked by determination, strategic brilliance, and an unwavering vision for a united Muslim world. His legacy continues to inspire and influence the region to this day. The presence of Crusader states in the Levant was a major point of contention. These states, established by European powers, were seen as foreign intrusions into the heart of the Muslim world. Their existence was a constant reminder of the ongoing struggle between the Christian and Muslim worlds. Saladin, a devout Muslim, saw it as his duty to reclaim these lands. Born in Tikrit, he rose to prominence through his military prowess and strategic acumen. His vision extended beyond mere territorial gains. He aimed to restore the sanctity of the Islamic world. He meticulously planned his campaigns. Every move was calculated, every decision weighed carefully. His strategies were not just about winning battles but about ensuring long-term stability and unity among the Muslim states. He sought to unite the fragmented Muslim forces. This was no small feat as the Muslim world was divided by various factions and internal conflicts. Saladin's charisma and leadership were crucial in bringing these disparate groups together under a common cause. He understood the importance of logistics and strategy. He knew that an army's strength was not just in its numbers but in its organization, supply lines, and morale. He ensured that his forces were well equipped and well prepared for the challenges ahead. He fortified his cities and trained his armies. His preparations were thorough, leaving no stone unturned. From building strong defenses to drilling his soldiers in various combat techniques, Saladin left nothing to chance. He knew that victory wouldn't come easy. The Crusaders were formidable opponents, well-armed and determined. The tension before each battle was palpable, with both sides aware of the high stakes involved. He was up against formidable foes. The Crusader knights, with their heavy armor and disciplined ranks, were a force to be reckoned with. Their presence in the Holy Land was a testament to their resolve and their belief in their cause. The stage was set for a series of battles that would decide the fate of the Holy Land. These clashes were not just military engagements but were symbolic of the larger struggle between two great civilizations. The conflict was about more than just land. It was about identity, faith, and the right to control sacred spaces. The Holy Land held profound significance for both Christians and Muslims, making the stakes even higher. It was a clash of religions, cultures, and ideologies. The interactions between the Crusaders and the Muslim inhabitants of the region led to a complex tapestry of conflict, cooperation, and cultural exchange. Saladin emerged as a symbol of Muslim unity and resistance. His legacy is not just of a military leader, but of a unifier, a statesman, and a symbol of resilience against foreign domination. His efforts laid the groundwork for a more cohesive and resilient Muslim world. In 1187, Saladin achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin. The Crusader army, led by King Guy of Jerusalem, was decisively defeated. This victory sent shockwaves throughout Europe and the Muslim world. Saladin's strategic brilliance was on full display at Hattin. He lured the Crusader army into a trap. He cut off their access to water and supplies. The Crusaders, weakened and demoralized, were routed. Saladin's victory at Hattin was a turning point in the Crusades. It paved the way for the Muslim reconquest of Jerusalem and other important cities. Saladin's reputation as a brilliant military strategist was cemented. The fall of Jerusalem sparked the Third Crusade. European monarchs led by Richard the Lionheart, King of England, arrived in the Holy Land. The stage was set for another epic confrontation. Richard the Lionheart was a formidable opponent. He was known for his military prowess and chivalry. The battles between Saladin and Richard were legendary. Both commanders displayed great courage and tactical skill.
Despite our rivalry, I developed a grudging respect for Saladin. We exchanged gifts and courtesies. This mutual admiration became legendary.
In 1192, Saladin and Richard the Lionheart signed the Treaty of Jaffa. This treaty allowed Christian pilgrims access to Jerusalem. It was a remarkable act of diplomacy. The treaty ensured that Jerusalem remained under Muslim control. It also brought a temporary end to the hostilities. Saladin's reputation as a fair and honorable ruler was enhanced.
He could have easily destroyed the Crusader army at Hattin. Instead, he showed mercy. He allowed the defeated knights to surrender with honor. He provided safe passage for pilgrims. These actions set him apart from many rulers of his time.
Section 8. Architect of an Empire. Saladin was not just a warrior, he was a wise ruler. He implemented several reforms. He focused on education, justice, and infrastructure. He wanted to create a prosperous and stable empire. He established hospitals and schools. He patronized scholars and artists. He built mosques and fortified cities. His reign marked a golden age for Islamic civilization. He understood that a strong empire needed a solid foundation. He invested in public works. He improved irrigation systems. He encouraged trade. He believed in the power of education. He wanted his people to thrive. Section 9. The passing of a hero. Saladin died in 1193. He died in Damascus at the age of 55. He left behind a legacy of tolerance, justice, and courage. He is still revered by Muslims around the world. His death was mourned throughout his empire and beyond. He was a beacon of hope. He was a symbol of unity. He was a champion of his faith. Even his enemies respected him. They admired his chivalry and his commitment to his principles. Saladin's life is a testament to the power of character and leadership. Section 10. Saladin's enduring legacy. Saladin's story continues to inspire people centuries after his death. He is remembered as a great military strategist, a wise ruler, and a man of honor. He is a true icon of history. His legacy extends beyond the battlefield. He is admired for his chivalry, generosity, and diplomacy. He is a role model for leaders around the world. Saladin's life teaches us that true leadership is not just about power or conquest. It is about integrity, compassion, and a commitment to justice. He left an indelible mark on history. Section 11. A timeless inspiration. Saladin's story is a testament to the human spirit. He rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential figures of the Middle Ages. His legacy continues to inspire us today. He reminds us that even in the midst of conflict, it's important to uphold our values. He showed us that victory is sweetest when it is achieved with honor. Saladin's life is a reminder that true greatness lies not just in what we achieve, but in how we treat others. He left behind a legacy of respect, tolerance, and compassion. That is a legacy worth remembering.